Xbox console actually sold more than what we think? Hmm. Let's get to it, baby. Yeah.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Brothers coming, I need a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading people where skin. All recent gaming go, breaks and pay top mean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Everybody, also tuning in, even the crazy one will show you beautiful and awesome Thursday. Yes, chat. Earlier today, the chat wanted me to react to Nintendo Direct. That's why, I had to do a quick switch around between shows. I had, Far Q, like always. Thank you for the thumbnail. That really helped out. That way I could switch things around. And good thing, we did that really quick, to get that Nintendo Direct show already out there and done. And now we're here to talk about what's happening in the news out there. So, like I said earlier, Nintendo Direct, with everything, the partner showcase, with the bringing and everything, I give it a 7 out of 10 because it's just trailers that we already saw and everything. But yeah, happy for them. Enjoy what you have over there on the Switch too, right? Enjoy it, have fun. But yes, we watched the Nintendo Direct a little bit, and it was good. It was alright. Hey, I'm being as honest as I can be about it. It was like, wow, they mind blowing, yeah, GTA, nothing like that. We did not get to see that or Call of Duty dropping over there, but at least we saw some Bethesda titles going over there, which is nice for them. Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Indiana Jones, good. I mean, enjoy, guys, enjoy. But chat, we're talking, like I said today, GTA 6 and plus something that came out because there's something in the Take Two thing that we saw out there that they were saying that there's 138 million consoles sold and it's an estimate. But like always, when people see this, they rather grab this and try to console war instead of looking for things up like, I usually do. When I saw that, I was a little bit hyped up. I was like, what? 38, wait, 48 to 52 million consoles? I said, wait a minute. Let me sit down and look for this information up really quick so I can find what's true or not or what's going on out there. But yeah, I grabbed the info and I have it right here, and we will talk about it while we talk about GTA 6. So, how you guys been, my friends? What's cooking? Let me see who's in here. Fart K. Going to the dentist. Oh man. Ooh, I was there yesterday. Look, I got a little metal thing on my tooth now. So next week I'm finally getting my tooth. Finally getting this done. Yes, finally getting my tooth. Finally getting some, I'll be super duper happy. Oh my God. It's gonna be fabulous. So Big B Money says, who? Now, this is why I hear GTA 6. I'm on the way to the dentist. You're welcome. Hit the likes up, everybody. Thank you for that, Big B Money. And Pang, what's up, man? What you been doing, man? What's cooking? What's cooking? So let's get into it, baby. Let's talk some GTA 6 stuff. Let's get into it. And for the 11 people out here, type in the chat so I can say good morning to you guys. And my screen froze over on this side. Like always. Okay, now it's back to normal. Okay, so let's get to it, baby. Let's get to it. So, yeah, now it's back to normal. All right, so chats. We got a couple things to talk about, about the next gen Xbox on track. That's something I forgot to mention earlier. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And let's see what's here. Oh, it's froze again. What the heck? Why does it keep freezing, though? Hate it when it freezes. So, chat, let's start off right away. What do you want me to start off with? Take Two, or we start off with the next generation Xbox being on track, blah, 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 and all this stuff? I mean, here, I'll talk about the next generation Xbox, and then we'll jump into the Take Two news. So, right here, chat, we have this news that came up yesterday, and it's something that I'm curious about because look, at the end of the day, my friends, I do not know if this is actually going to come out to be true, because look, we have to wait. Like I always say, chat, even when another company goes out there and says things like AMD and stuff, we have to wait for the confirmation on Microsoft's side to know if this is actually going to happen in 2027. But yes, chat, let's read about it just for the fun of it, you know? Let's see what happens. Jeffrey Grandma, I want to be an Xboxer, but all the games are coming to be okay. Oh Lord, this guy is furious. Fuck you. We got a we got one that's mad in here. So here we go, chat. Ah, so next gen Xbox on track for 2027 launch, says AMD CEO. Advanced Micro Devices AMD CEO Lisa Su shares some interesting information about two upcoming video game devices, Valve Steam Machine and Xbox Next Gen Console, both of which are powered by her company chips. As reported by GameSpeed on February 3rd, Su shared some new info about when to expect Valve's upcoming like PC coming gaming box, the Steam Machine, and further teased a possible launch. There you go. That's the word. A possible launch window for Microsoft, previously confirmed to be in development next generation Xbox. From a product standpoint, Valve is on track to begin shipping its AMD powered Steam Machine earlier this year, claimed Sue in prepared remarks ahead of the financial call. And development of Microsoft Next Gen Xbox featuring AMD semi custom system on chip is progressing well to support a launch in 2027. Ah, this isn't a confirmation that the next Xbox will launch in 2027, but Sue did point out that both PS5 and Xbox Series X and S will be entering their seventh year on the market at the point that's a good time for a refresh. Valve Steam Machine has confirmed release date of 2026, but nothing any more specific. Valve says the Steam hardware family will expand in early 2026, but didn't specify it if that was all three recently announced devices, just one or some other combo like VR headsets and new controller. Sue comments seem to indicate that Valve could start selling and shipping Steam machines to customers within the next few months. Meanwhile, we've known for some time that Microsoft is trying to get the next Xbox out around 2027 or possibly 2028. Microsoft says have also teased that the next gen Xbox will be very premium, very high end device, so it doesn't sound cheap. Of course, they gotta throw in the slander with that. The next generation of game console will be expensive, and that's something that's true though. Hmm. As we know of, I mean, with the RAM prices going up, I mean, it could be true, it could be not. Like I said, because we like, for example, I told you guys, earlier this, not this year, like the towards the end of last year, and probably early this year, that with the RAM prices going on, it's going to be very tricky to read if we're going to notice that if console prices are going to increase or they're just going to stay the way they are. Because man, oh man, if they do, oof, it would be insane, though. So, while Sue didn't talk about prices, it's pretty clear to anyone paying attention that any video game console or console-like device around in the near future are going to cost quite a bit. President Trump's tariffs have led to increased prices on many goods made overseas. Meanwhile, AI hyperscalers and tech giants are scooping up more and more PC parts like RAMs and GPUs to to help out massive AI data centers. This has led to memory prices skyrocketing, and Nvidia is even reporting looking to start making old GPUs again as the parts needed to make newer cards are routed toward high-end cards for data centers. Existing consoles like the Switch 2 and Xbox Series X and S also could see. Why not PS5 though? I mean, it's like they totally forgot that PS5 is there though. But yeah, could also see price increases in the future due to memory shortages and the rising cost of PC parts. Even AMD's cheaper CPU are reported going to see price increases. Meanwhile, Arbo, I'll check it out in a minute. Where was I? Lost this, my friend Pickles. Where was I? Okay, meanwhile, because of the pop-ups, when we see new gaming at Gen Tech launch in the last 12 months, the prices have been high, as in the case of Xbox and ROG handheld PC, which cost 1,000, and it looks like the Steam machine will probably cost 800 to 1,000 or more while it launches later this year. Ooh, I hope that Steam Machine comes out at 650, 750, man. I'm gonna be like, ooh, you guys got that number all wrong. Whew. Please give me that though. What does this all mean for the PlayStation 6 and next Xbox and next Xbox? It means you probably need to start saving now if you want to afford one of these devices when they launch in the next 24 months or so. And be prepared to go without one for a while, as it likely there will be shortages for a long time following either console's future launch. So yeah, chat. Like I was saying though earlier, we were talking about yesterday we talked a little bit about like if it's going to launch next year or they're going to announce it. And I said, if Xbox is going to have a 25th anniversary show celebrating Xbox and all this stuff, if they're going to announce this device you know, to be launching in 2027, which again, they have to like announce it sometime this year, which we really hope they start announcing it so that way people can be ready, saved up, and ready to go if it actually launches in the end of 2027. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, we have a year ahead to know if the Xbox will announce its new console or not, because if how Sue said that is ready for like 2027, but if it's not, we will know throughout the year. So, yeah, let's keep going, chat. Let's now move up to GTA 6, baby. Let's go. So, it says here, glad I'm here because 11 I'm going to my girlfriend's house. Oh, good God. Baby money now. Going to his girlfriend's house. Daniel Rubin says, are you buying GTA on day one? The question is, who is not buying GTA on day one? So Jeffrey Granada wants to be an Xboxer, but all the games are coming to PS. Oh, you want to be an Xboxer? Well, I mean, if you want to be one, just buy one, bro. I mean, if you want to, it's your cash, not mine, bro. If you want to stay on PlayStation, yeah, stay on PlayStation, no problem. Cage the Cunning Linguist. Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? Let me go check the Discord. Let me see, where's this at? Ooh, Will the Brook Boilers with this cool stuff right here. Pickles, where do you send me the message? In private or where else? I don't see it though. I'm checking in general Discord though. I'm here in Discord and I don't see it. I just see the Nintendo Direct that you posted though. And Pickles put here. Oh, here we go. We started the Steam Hardware blog that specifically addresses Steam Hardware and wanted to start by tracking the most frequent questions we receive announced on the products on November 12th. Steam controller and all this stuff. Oh, more info on the Steam Machine. Nice. How can we Steam Machine play never? More demanding games on Steam. It's our testing. The majority titles will play 4K 60 FPS with FSR on Steam Machine. Oh god, we're using FSR. Oh lord. Good God. Good question, Danny Rubin. Remember, this is the Nintendo partner program, so it was like pretty much all the third-party titles, that were going to Nintendo Switch or third-party games, But for Dust Bloods, I think it's going to be. Remember, they have like an exclusive deal for it, so I think right then and there is going to become an exclusive deal. So probably they'll show it to you guys later down the road when we have another Nintendo Direct, about them talking about their games coming to Nintendo. But yeah, you're right. Where's that game at though? Weird, it wasn't showing here, but cool. Steam Machine is delayed because of RAM. Pretty much everything has been delayed because of RAM. Damn, RAM price has gone up like crazy. If they're going to come out next year, they gotta tease it this year. Yep, that's what I say though. We got a year on ahead, and in order for us to confirm that it's ready to launch in 2027, we gotta wait till Microsoft on one of the showcases or whatever show you the console and say, okay, here it is. Get ready. Start saving up for this box because that's the advantage when they go out there and show you these boxes. You have time to to save money and get it. That's why they announce it ahead of time. Because yeah, at the end of the day though, with the RAM prices the way they are, the GPUs and all that stuff going up, damn, we don't know how much these next generation consoles are going to be. So yeah, chat. Time jumped into GTA 6 news. All right, so here we go, my friends. Baby Money, this one's for you. I know you're going to be excited for this. I know you're going to be happy for this because, of course, now you can start counting, Big Money. Now you can start counting unless, Big Money, unless, my friend, we get a delay before the summer marketing. Should I hide under the table? All right, let's get into it, baby. At least for now, my friends, for now, we have had this confirmation right here that it's launching in November. So let's go. Let's read this, my friends. All right, here we go. So it says here GTA 6 launch marketing set for summer, boosting our confidence in November release date. Let's fucking go. We got to say it that way. Yes. Let's go. Finally. Take Two Interactive, the parent company of GTA 6 developer Rockstar Games, recently published its earnings result of Q3 2026. As part of a press release sent to IGN, Take Two Interactive said it's highly confident as we approach fiscal 2027, largely due to the November 19 release Grand Theft Auto 6, with Rockstar's launch marketing set to begin in summer. Like I said, we have a date now, pretty much confirmed by the company, but, my friends, we are not still saved 100%. We're right now 80% sure, 20% not sure because, hey, we don't know if they could announce another delay and hit us with that, which it will make a lot of gamers mad. Yes, it will. A lot of gamers are mad about the game being delayed, but like I always say, though, let them cook. Olivo! Olivo! Mi hermano Olivo! Good morning, Olivo. How you been, brother? What's cooking? So let's keep going, though. Fiscal 2027 begins of Take Two Interactive in April 2026 and runs through April 2027. As of summer, this suggests marketing could begin as early as June or at least by the end of August. We still haven't received a third trailer since the release of GTA 6, second trailer in May 2025. So it's possible the next trailer could arrive this in summer, although it may also be released slightly earlier. So big money, I know you were looking for. Seriously, I know you were looking for your trailer, and here is your answer. We did not have a trailer. When was it? Yesterday they announced it? I think it was yesterday or the day before. We did not have that trailer, baby money. I am sorry. But hey, now we know the third trailer will be coming along. So yeah, be happy about that. So Rockstar hasn't shared specific marketing plans for GTA 6, but we can take a look at GTA 5 at the point of comparison. The fifth Grand Theft Auto launched in September 2013, and in the lead up to release, Rockstar revealed the cover art in April and released three character-focused trailers featuring Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. The developer then announced special editions of GTA 5 in May, followed by extensive gameplay trailer in July. Rockstar later released a GTA Online trailer in August, along with an official launch trailer 1 month before release. So where was that? 1 month before release. Although GTA 6 marketing plans have not been revealed, a job listing in 2025 suggests Rockstar was preparing for huge marketing campaign around the world. While not exactly stated, this could potentially mirror the promotional efforts of GTA 5, which included billboards in countries such as Hong Kong and Taiwan, as well as cities like New York and London. Insider Jason Schreier has also previously claimed that Sony is effectively treating GTA 6 as a PS5 exclusive. Despite the game also launched on Xbox Series X and S before eventually releasing on PC. Sony reportedly believes that GTA 6 will drive significant PS5 console sales due to the absence of a PC version launch. There are also rumors that PlayStation has secured marketing rights for the game, although this has not been confirmed. Uh-oh. It still has not been confirmed. Uh-oh. Of course they're going to treat this game as if it was a PS5 exclusive. Why not? Because at the end of the day, we all found out the truth though, chat. It was not their exclusives all along that helped push their console sales. Louis, you should make a poll. Tell me, what should the poll say, my friend? What should the poll say, my friend? No trailer, a possible delay. Laugh out loud. Wait, didn't Rockstar say the GTA 6 wasn't even complete? No, that was Jason Schreier who said it. It was Jason Schreier. GTA 6 summer marketing plans boost our confidence in its release date. GTA 6 is currently scheduled to release on November 19th, 2026, following the most recent delay. This delay pushed the game back 6 months from its previous planned May 2026 release and comes a year after its original fall 2025 release window. Although GTA 6 has already experienced two delays, we are confident in its. Sorry, chat. What's bothering me? Ah. We are confident it's November's release date. While another delay is always possible. You hear that, baby money? Baby money, do you hear that? Uh-oh, your money ain't gonna be happy about that though. All right, so where was it? While another delay is always possible, Take Two explicit commitment to a summer marketing campaign is a promising sign as marketing campaigns are extremely costly. For example, GTA 5's marketing budget was estimated to be between 69 million and 109 million, which they don't need to do much anymore, but okay. If Take Two Interactive and Rockstar truly begin ramping up marketing in the summer, a third delay will feel extremely unlikely. Beyond additional trailers, one of the most unanswered questions is the game price. There have been reports suggesting all the publishers want GTA 6 to launch at 100. Of course they want it. Seriously, they do. Ah. To raise the standard price of AAA games. However, all we know as so far is that Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick has stated the price will be fair and the game will deliver more value than it costs. Uh-oh. Analysts have predicted that Grand Theft Auto 6 will become biggest launch in entertainment history, generating more revenue at release than any other video game or even movie. Anticipation for the title is immense, driven by Rockstar Games' track record and the fact we receive a new Grand Theft Auto in over a decade following GTA 5 release in September 2020. 2013. Sorry about that. So, Big B Money. Are you happy with this news, my friend? Because I know that's all you talk about, GTA 6 and all this stuff. That's all. That's the only thing you talk about. And Game Pass 2. So let's see now. If the teas will be delayed, okay, let's do a poll. Just for fun of it, let's do a poll. All right, let's do this right now. Will GTA 6 have another delay? Will the delay depress? Will the delay make Big B sad? Nah, I just. Yes, no, maybe. All right, there you go. Start the poll right there. So there you go, guys. There is a poll right there, just in case. Let's see what you guys are gonna say about this. But yeah, I hope you guys are extremely happy with the news. I hope you guys are extremely happy to know that there will be a marketing campaign coming around. If they announce the marketing campaign, that means it could mean that, like I said, it's 80% ready to launch and 20% it could be delayed. Mr. Kima says Final Fantasy Rebirth is coming to Xbox and Switch to in Zoom this summer. Oh, another PS5 exclusive is going everywhere. No! It's gonna make them mad. Oh no, oh no. Which is kind of funny, as they say, right? As they say, that the Xbox is a dead console. Kind of funny though. And now they're putting this game over there. Oh wow, really? But this chat right here, that insider Jason Schreier claimed treating GTA 6 as a PS5 exclusive, despite the game also launched on the Series X and S before eventually releasing on PC. Sony reportedly believes that GTA 6 will drive significant PS5 console sales due to the absence of PC version at launch. Really? You guys think that? Seriously? I always find it kind of funny. Hey, Zena, good morning. I always find it kind of funny that they believe this, that a PC person is going to go out there and just say, okay, I'm just going to pick up a PS5 to play Grand Theft Auto. Seriously. Or an Xbox just to play Grand Theft Auto. Really. It's like they act like there's not other games to play on PC, though. Now, when it comes down to console, one thing I did notice, though, and it's the truth, though, and I'll show you guys this. I mean, the numbers don't lie. So let's take a look at this right now. Check this out. All right, let's check out the weekly reports. Let's see how they are, though. From Matt Piscatella, like always. All right, so these are top best-selling games on Xbox. Okay, let's go. Let me see if I can find the weekly reports from this. Come on, Matt. Where are you, Matt? Mama, Matt, Matt. I know I got that movie. I got that song from Jay and Silent Bob. Sorry about that, chat. If you guys have not seen that movie, you guys should watch it. It's really good. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Yes. All right. Where is that news, Matt? Matt, give me the numbers. Where are you, Matt? I cannot find your weekly report numbers. It's been a while. All right. Here we go. All right. Got it. All right. So, my chat, my beautiful chats. Let me put this right here. Oh. Wait, let me just click on this so that way, because I got to really move on this. So, I think these are the last chat. I'm just picking up from something just to use this as an example, though. So, one of the reasons that I always say that they're releasing on console first is because of this, though. Look, PlayStation US top games ranked by total weekly active users December 2025. Xbox US top 10 ranked by total weekly active users December 2025. So we look over here on Steam, though, right? Tell me, where's GTA, though? But on console, though, is where it's mostly played. That's why I always say that they're going to release on console first because of this. That's how it is. Now, I do not know if Grand Theft Auto is on Steam. Is it on Steam, though, chat? I mean, if it's in chat, cool. If it's not, all right. But GTA is mostly played on console, and that's one of the main reasons why it's going to release first on console, which is true, though, on both consoles. And I love the fact that they're trying to say, like, they're treating this as an exclusive thing, yada, yada, yada. Of course, they're going to treat it as an exclusive thing. Why do you think they went out there and fought for Call of Duty not being an exclusive thing? Because at the end of the day, though, they treat it as an exclusive, even more better than how they treat their own exclusives, which is true, though. No joke, because Call of Duty is something that really sells over there on PlayStation. Grand Theft Auto is also another game that really sells and makes money for them on PlayStation. So right now, going on Steam, let me see. All right, yes, we do have Grand Theft Auto 5 on Steam, my friends, and yeah, that's how you notice that people actually do play more of this game on consoles than on Steam, and that's why they're getting console release first because of that. So yeah, that's how it is, though. But on the PC side of things, though, if they really want the game, they will wait. Because look, I know PlayStation One, they say, this game is going to drive console sales and everything. But here comes the question, though, PlayStation, for how long? And same thing for the Xbox, and same thing for the Nintendo Switch. How long are you guys going to hold up those prices right now? Because Nintendo the other day came out with a report saying this: hey, if the prices keep on increasing with the RAM and everything, I mean, we're gonna have to take a look at the Switch again and increase the price. They said it. It's on a report that Nintendo actually said this. Now the question is PlayStation and Xbox going to do the same thing, especially with the RAM prices going up? Now that's the question, though. And here's the thing, though, that people don't seem to talk about a lot is understanding the market. Like, okay, if price increases, will people actually go ahead and buy this console to play GTA 5? Or they would just wait for the next generation console, which is really close by. So it's interesting to see this, It's interesting to see this and see if this game is actually going to motivate people to buy a console. And especially with the RAM prices going up. I mean, heck, chat, I don't know, to be honest, though. We will know this when the game releases. And if, because listen, we are far away from November, though. Really far away. What I mean by really far away is you guys might say, oh, you're acting like it's a year now. We are months away from this. But during these months, though, we don't know if we will actually get console prices increases. We don't know it. Because last year I told you guys several times that this is going to be a weird year in gaming, especially with the RAM price going up. We don't know how things are going to react throughout the year. So yeah, let's go see. We got to have a long ways to go. And of course, yes, I know there will be some people who actually jump into the next generation console for this game. There will be some people doing that. But will it be all, though? And that is the question we have to wait and see. Yes. So yeah, chat. Like I said, this is why I see them launching on console first. Like I showed you guys earlier, because on console, on both sides, it's the most played game. And on PC, though, I've seen it several times that Grand Theft Auto's not up there, even though it's on Steam though. So yeah. All right, let's see. Death Leopard, good morning to you, sir. Oh, I thought it was Death Leopard on Azina. Oh, I misread though. Sorry about that. Matrix MD, good morning, my brother. How are you? How you been? How you been? Pickles says GTA 5 is placed 25th on Steam. Thank you for that, Pickles. Yep. They don't actually do game a lot of GTA on PC though. That's why they're not focusing too much on doing the PC release because on console though, you see every single week when the active weekly reports go out and everything, we see that it's one of the most played games on both of these consoles. So chat, yes. Another thing though, and sorry I didn't mention this earlier. Joey wrote to me earlier this morning. He told me that his internet is having issues. So if he gets the internet fixed, he can hop in and we'll talk more about stuff that's happening out there. But yeah, Joey's right now in a situation. So I really do hope he gets it fixed because if he does, then I can get him to hop in. I got my cell phone next to me to see if he messaged me to say, "Oh, the internet's fixed, blow it in," but still not happening yet. Been great in the cold. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Yeah, here it's been cold, but today, like the weather just went up to hot again. It was cold the last 2 or 3 days, which it was really nice though, Chad. When you went outside, you had this wind blowing at you, and for once, I felt like a young man, getting that wind and just feeling my hair just flying all over the place. Like, I feel handsome with this wind blowing in my face, But now it's hot again. Now I'm sweaty and ugly. Damn, heartbroken here. Heartbroken here. Yeah. So, Chad, in a Take Two report, something came up, which is interesting. And I will show you why. I'm going to bring this up. This is a report from Take Two, my friends, and you got to take this as a grain of salt. Why do I tell you this? Because, like I said, I did a little bit of research and did a couple things out there, to find out the truth. Because even though we saw those numbers, and even though Grok came out there and said, well, for what it seems like, Xbox, said 48 or 52 million. Now, here's the thing, though. In that message, you see that Take Two probably took the information from Statista and VG Charts. So I said, okay, let me do some digging. And this is where it was, chat, right here. So this is all GTA operating income, net booking operational metric, net cash operating activities, the gap, yeah, select financial data, gap net revenue, all this stuff. But in the end, though, this is something that caught everybody's eye, and now I don't see it. I guess I grabbed the wrong report. Louis, you grabbed the wrong report. Now I gotta look for this information again. Let me see if I actually have it. Hold on, chat. Hold on a second, chat. I'm sorry, chat. I think I grabbed the wrong report and posted it on the show. Which it took me a while to find that, but yes, 10 degrees here. Oh, Lord. Lucky you guys in DR. That ain't lucky. It's always hot. We need some cold air here. All right, let me see if I can get this right here. Let me see if I can find the right one, chat. I'm so sorry about that, my chats. I am, my friends, I am. Let me see if I can find this report, which I checked it like 50 times, though. Now I'm missing out on it. All right, that's not it. Okay, this is it. Investor presentation. Let me see if it's the investor presentation. Let's see if it's this one. Oh, come on, my friends. I had this right here earlier. Ah, here it is. Found it. All right, so I finally found the report. All right, here we go. Sorry about that report earlier, chat. It's because there's too many reports on here and I actually picked the wrong one. But yeah, this is the actual report. So as we go down, like I mentioned earlier, there's Strauss, there's all those cool people right there, and thank you, for GTA 6. Yeah, of course, you're gonna get it real soon. So here is the area where people, you know. So, according to this, my friends, 138 million Gen 9 consoles outstanding, estimated worldwide as of December 2025. So, Source, ID Consulting, ESA, Newzoo, and Sensor Tower State of Mobile 2026 report includes mobile and app purchase, but not advertised digital PC, console, software PC. Okay, so That's the word that says estimated right there, right? Your mouse scroll button. Ah, is loud. Oh, really? It is? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. The thing is, the microphone is right here and the mouse is like two steps away. So what happens if I put the microphone right here? Right? Let's see now. So can you guys hear it still or no? Is WWE on the report? It should be though. It should be though, but hey, we're getting another WWE game, so you don't have to worry about that. So look, we looked at this, and Grok went out there and said something about a post, right? It said that their information is picked up from BG charts or Statista and stuff like that. That's what they said though. But here's the thing though, estimated, it's estimated, that means that it's close or a little bit farther away. And Grok said that Xbox consoles were at 48 to 52 million because their sources was from Statista and VG charts. So, chat, I went in there and I started to type. And according to VG Charts estimates. We already did this once a couple months ago, and we did the search, right? And as of December 2025, according to VG Charts, right now, the Xbox Series X and S are sitting at 34 billion consoles sold. That's what they said. It's at 34 billion consoles sold, right? 34. Um, and also Statista says that it's sitting at 34 billion. I mean, not billion, million, sorry about that. 34 million consoles sold. So at the end of the day, though, like I told you guys, when you guys see these reports out there, chat, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on. 1 second, chat. Hold on. Gotta knock on the door real quick. Real quick. Hold on. Ah, no. Sorry about that, chat. I'm back. So, like I was saying earlier, right? Why am I wearing this though? Put this right here. Seriously, I was watching the center right now. I'm wearing this. So, like I was saying though, you see this number out there, and Grok went out there and posted some information that I was like, whoa, Grok, hold on a second, because I remember the last time I saw this number, we were sitting at 34, 33 or 34 billion. I mean, why did I keep saying billion? Million, sorry. 33, 34 million. I said there was a jump between the last number I saw, and I remember I saw that number recently. So I said, okay, let me do my search. My search, my main sources, and everything, like I always do. And I found out that Xbox is sitting at a good solid 34, and it's been quite a while sitting there. Because remember, chat, these are estimates. These are estimates, and probably could be true. Probably Xbox could be at 40, probably Xbox could be at 50. It could be there, chat. It could be there. The thing is, we don't know until Microsoft sends a report out and says, okay, look, our Xbox consoles have sold this much, our Xbox consoles sold that much. That's how it is, though. That's how we know. But in the end of the day, though, chat, like I told you guys, take this as a grain of salt. Have fun with it. Go out there and troll. If you got to troll, go out there and troll. Have fun. Make them nuts. No problem, because you know how those Sony fanboys. Chat, 1 second. Be right back again. Again, we are back again. En serio, en serio. All right, I'm back, chat. Sorry about that again. But like I said, though, if you want to go out there and troll, make them mad because you know they love those numbers. Have fun with it because they really hate that. They seriously do. Hey, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something that's true though. So I'm on a PlayStation chat, and I did make them work. They took them 40 hours to figure it out. I mean, not 40, 14 hours to figure out the truth. And I said, bro, the answer's right there. How come you guys did not see this? I mean, all you gotta do is do the research and you find out if it's true or not what Grok is saying. And that tells you also that you cannot trust the Grok AI. That's what it tells you basically. But as of now, though, like I said, you know, sorry, but I'm back to watching this show. Made me want to take it. Oh, nice. Hey, bro, go ahead and take another one. But seriously, thank you for telling us your Valve movements. Really nice, though. Really nice. So, like I said, though, chat, have fun with this. Go ahead and throw and enjoy it and make them mad. Make them work to look for the info the correct way. Cage, the cunning linguist, says if Xbox really were to 48 to 52, the ponies would come up with any. Yes, they do. That's what's funny, though. That's what's funny, though. That's what's funny. They go nuts. It's incredible how crazy they go for these numbers. It's incredible how far their egos go just to say, that this is the best console out there. And you know what I say, chat? And to be honest, though, and this is what I'm seeing, I'm being 100% honest. I don't care who's winning. I don't care who's dying. I don't care who's doing this. What I do care is that they all sell. I care for that because at the end of the day, though, if they sell, investors won't call it a niche, though. Because I remember you from Marlon. Why you cried too much over there? From who? Nobody crying out here. You know what we do here, Jeffrey? We enjoy talking about games. That's what we do. And we don't cry about console numbers. You're the guys who cry about that. The Steam machine sounds like it would have the trouble doing more than 1080p with a stable 60 FPS. Ah, you babe. You have to wait and see that. Because they're saying, because here's the thing though, they're trying to guarantee that the games will play 4K 60 though. But the question is, will it actually deliver? We have to wait and see. Damn. Y'all, you guys don't fight, guys. Don't be fighting out there. I know Jeffrey is mad. He's pretty mad because hey, we're out there trolling him like always, though. That's what we do. He's mad. And he's right over here trying to defend his PlayStation. Go for it, defend it. And like I said, all I care for is that it sells, though. And if it sells, I'm happy because at the end of the day, though, investors will look at it and say, right now, consoles are becoming niche, blah, 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 because shit. It's like we're finding investors out here in general. No joke. And if things don't sell well, they start to pull away from a lot of things. Just what happened with physical and all this stuff. And yeah. Oh, he's a pony? Okay. Anyways, I'm honestly trying to be an Xboxer, but y'all don't give me a reason. Seriously, you need a reason to go ahead and buy a console? Okay, I'll give you a reason though. Simple and easy. I'll give you a reason. If you play games, you love playing games, go ahead and buy one. And enjoy the service if you want to enjoy it or not. That's simple. If you don't like what Xbox is doing, then don't buy one. It's not obligated for you to buy one. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. It's amazing how they come over here to this show and show anger towards Xbox. Wow. I don't know what. Chad, I got a question. What did Xbox do to them though? They're always so mad though. Without Xbox, PlayStation 5 would have only multiplats to play all year long. Right now, PlayStation 5 has got multiplats to play all year long. Seriously. If you don't play all the consoles, you ain't a true gamer. Nah. I always say this, look, because let me tell you guys something. Let's get down to it. Let's get down to it. Let's kill the bullshit. Let's kill it. I'm ready to kill the bullshit. I'm killing it right now. When it comes to playing games, the number one platform out there is mobile. You can't fight that. It's out there. Mobile is the number one platform where people play games. When it comes down to playing games, when it comes down to where developers like to develop, it's PC. That's the truth. We saw a report the other day. Developers love to develop on PC, right? When it comes to console leader, that option right there is right now between PlayStation and Nintendo, as of right now. As when it comes down to who has had the most console sold, right? You got to say the truth. It was the PS2 back in the day. That's what we got to say. When it comes down to money in video games, though, of course, PlayStation right now has the lead with Tencent almost there. That's how it is. But at the end of the day, though, where video game players, video gamers, right, like to play games is mobile. Simple and easy. They have not defeated mobile because, of course, this is something that is going to attach to us. Simple and easy. Mobile, tablets, and all that stuff. And that's how it is. Now, why do we buy systems? Because we enjoy with for what they have in them. That's why we buy them. Some people like the old operating system on Xbox. Some people like the operating system on PlayStation. Some people like the operating system on PC. Some people like that's how it is. We're comfortable with that. But at the end of the day, like I said, if they believe they are the best thing out there, well, PlayStation, I'm sorry, you guys are not. Mobile is kicking y'all's ass. Exactly. 30 Below says if you play video games, you are a gamer. And that's how you got to see it. You are a gamer no matter. And I can always say, you can play games on your PlayStation, you can play games on your Xbox, you can play games on your Nintendo, you can play games on your mobile, tablet. I don't care. As long as you're playing games, I am happy. That's all I care about. Ubay says they're supposed to have to use a very aggressive FSR to get 4K. Sounds ass. Ubay, that's what sucks these days. I mean, all these boxes have the FSR, the pisser, and all that shit, and they're using all that stuff to get that 4K. But at the end of the day, it's like what I say. I just want games to be 4K native 60. Period. That whole that whole 8K thing got killed the other day. Like right now, KK TVs are not being made because the company said these TV companies said, well, nobody's actually picking them up. It's a ton of money being put into that machine, right? And shit, video games are not playing at 8K. Not a lot of people are buying 8K TVs to use their PS5 Pros because hell, it's expensive. No joke. Buying a 3 or 4 grand TV is mad expensive. Or you can get an LG C2, with 4K 60 and all this shit and HDMI 2.1, which is pretty cool. And you're happy with that, which is a lot cheaper than those 8K TVs. No joke. They're mad expensive. So these companies said, no more. We're done. I mean, TCL said no, LG said no, and all the other ones said no. Jeffrey, but the thing is, if you keep trolling the chat, you're gonna get sniped though. You gotta quit finding the chat though, Jeffrey. You gotta quit finding the chat though, my friend. You gotta quit that because I'm seeing that you're picking on pickles for no purpose or reason because you're trying to be a fanboy in here. Or you're either here to enjoy the talk or that's it. Sony added 5 million to PS2's total. They reported 155 back in 2012 and went silent until the Switch got close when they magically found another 5 million. Exactly. That's what I say though. That's the weirdest thing out there. The weirdest thing, and it wasn't 5 though, it was 8. Because according to Sean Layden, for what he said, oh, the PS2 is 153 million. He had a picture with like a sticker on it. I'm like, bro, seriously? I mean, I could take my Xbox, slap a sticker to it, and I can say the Xbox sold 500 million units in total, 600. I can say that. That's what I can say, though. But yeah, the truth will one day come out. So that's how it is, chat. Like I say, though, gamers, all you got to do is play games instead of fighting this war about who sold more, who sold less, who sold this, and focus on what games we got to play, chat. That's what I say, though. I'm about to, though. I'm about to. Oh, wow. You know what? Here you go. The thing is, Safo, I'm in 4 or 5 different screens, right? Like 4 or 5 different windows, though. That's the problem. That's why you don't have my moderators. But now I'm seeing what he said, though. And it's time to give him a little minute timeout. There you go. Yep. Talked to one pony yesterday who said, oh, 5 million sales in Brazil. What? Brazil? Ah, there you go. Demo Flow, Final Fantasy Rebirth announced for Xbox. Oh, now we got a moderator. Hey, Demo Flow, check out Jeffrey Granada. He's pretty mad here today. So check it out and try to get them, because I'm in three different what is it, windows right now, so I can't be jumping all over the place. So help me out, moderators over here. I already give him a minute timeout right there. He needs to chill out. Uh oh, you missed out what he said. He said that, and he's being inappropriate because we have a lady in here, which is Safo. We gotta pay respects to the lady. He said that Pickles is picking on his, what, on his hoo hoo dilly. So no, I like that though. Come on, man. So I just want to say the following. I think you'll be amazed by the creativity Rockstar's marketing team will deliver in the coming months. Thank God, though. Sony loves Horizon more than the fans do. Uh, I don't understand. Why do they? Because here's the thing, though, Chad. I mean, if you come in here, you're a PlayStation fan. I don't mind it. I mean, as long as I don't mind it though. I mean, you can be a PlayStation fan, but if you go on a crazy rant though, I mean, and try to attack the other people on chat, I mean, come on, bro. I like that though. I like that. So Strauss going to say the following. I think you'll be amazed by the creativity Rockstar's marketing team will deliver in the coming months. I mean, look, it's kind of funny though when I say this though. Strauss basically like, bro, it's like they don't need to do nothing. All they got to do is post a trailer. It's insane. I mean, I keep on saying this. I mean, GTA 6 trailer was what? Baby Money. Where's man? Baby Money left this chat today. He been quiet. I don't know where he at though. But shit, that damn the first trailer got up to like 168 million views. That's crazy. That is crazy. Chat, not like that. Chat. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. I like this though. Come on, chat. Oh God. Man, now we know why the show has gone to hell. Now we talk about post. I mean, oh yeah, he said that though. Oh Lord, that's funny as hell. Oh, come on. Oh, you babe, there is a lady in our presence. Please respect. Two ladies in our presence here today. We have Zena and we have Sappho. Please. Damn. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Hey, Casey, good morning to you, sir. How you been, Casey? How you been, man? How you been? Hope everything's well for you, man. Hope everything's well. Oh God. But yeah, that's the thing though. It's like they don't need to spend that much money on marketing. Those guys gotta just put a trailer and everybody just woohoo goes over there. Damn, that was a lot of views though for that just that trailer, man. They did really well though. They did really well. Seriously. Grand Theft Auto is a game that a lot, and I do mean a lot of people look forward to playing it. Seriously, it's insane how many people want to play that game. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Damn. Too much fire today though. Hey, Illinois, that's pro. How you been, bro? How you been? What's cooking? What's cooking? But yeah, chat, those numbers right there, grain of salt. You know, because when you look actually, go out there and do the research, Xbox is, like I said, is an estimated 34 million, right? As of right now. But unless we get 100% confirmation from the companies, like that matters to us because at the end of the day, what is a box without games, especially first party games? The new Horizon game is going to PC, also coming the next Xbox with Steam. Damn. Damn. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Let's see what's out there on Twitter news, my friends. Twitter.com. Let's see what's cooking, my friends. I bet that Jeffrey, dude, is dead. Dude. Pickles, let them be mad. They're furious today. They have been furious. Because you know what? You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to like clickbait people to talk things. They're trying to grab things that you might say or mistakenly say, and then go out there, twist it around, and say, "Well, Louis said this." That's what they do. Because the thing is, they don't have any first party content right now, and we do. They're so mad about it. I mean, shit. And then comes the question, right? Then comes the question: do they actually play games though? That is the question, though. Starfield, oh Lord, here we go. Here comes the rumors about Starfield again. Oh God, here we go. We're back to Starfield coming to PlayStation 5. I mean, look, chat. I want that game to go over there. I thought I was still picking on me. Hey, you started this fight, Granada. I saw the motion. I saw the motion, man. Just chill. I don't see the game being postponed. They're preparing a huge marketing campaign. If they're sure it's going to be postponed again, why would you announce a marketing campaign and a date? Well, look, right now, we are 80% sure it's coming out. We're 80% sure it's coming out. We're 80% sure it's coming out. And as of 80%, though, we got to see the other 20. So when we finally see the marketing, to be honest, we finally see it, and we know that marketing goes out and they start promoting, and they actually say, okay, now it's, because the thing is, we're still months away from it. We're not even close. Like if it was 3 months away from it, I would have been like, yeah, it's coming out in 3 months. It's coming out in 3 months. But remember, Rockstar wants to deliver you a top quality game, and so if they delay, though, it would suck. A lot of people will be mad. A lot of people will be shit. It's delayed. Ah. I get it, but like I always say, if they're cooking, let them cook. That's what we got to worry about. Let them cook and let them release something perfect. Not perfect, 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 but at least 90% perfect. Is it possible Bethesda games will be made as Xbox PC exclusive only? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know because right now, bro, we're right now in a gen where things are weird. Like things have flipped around. The only box that actually has exclusives when it comes to the word exclusive is Nintendo. And the rest, they're just time exclusives though. Which is weird. Like I said, we're in a weird spot though. You think so? Why should it delay again though? Why do you think they should delay though? Because I mean, look, if right now all it needs is polishing, they're trying to polish it 100%. And yeah, I think they're ready to release. If they're ready to release, they should release though. But if they're not though, then delay. You know what I mean? Delay. I always say that. Delay. If you guys are not ready, delay. No problem. The conversation should be about what happens to Bungie Marathon fails. Damn. Oh. 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 Yeah, there's always that. Yep, there you go, Mark. There you go. That's why. Listen, Mark. This is what I always tell everybody, Mark. We have so many games to play that if we focus on playing those games, right? If we focus on playing those games, then we will time will go by more faster than just focusing and saying, "Oh man, this game is coming out soon. Let me wait. I'm waiting. Play something else while the time comes." And then when we get close to it, we're like, "Yes, it's actually coming out." Get happy about it. What did the poll say? Well, let me see. I'm just letting the votes come in. Oh, we got 39 votes. Okay, okay. Let's end it then. 39 votes in, and we have to end the poll. And let's see what it says, though. So the poll says this, my chats. GTA 6 will have another delay. We have 41% saying yes, 41%. Wow, it's a tie. And 80% say maybe. Wow, that's an insane tie right there. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. That's amazing. So it's pretty much 50-50, as we say, though. Pretty much 50-50. 50-50, as we say. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Shit, that's pretty good stuff right there. Thank you, chat, for voting. That's amazing stuff right there. It's become obvious that putting games on PS5 isn't doing anything to boost sales numbers, but it's also giving people a reason to stay off Xbox ecosystem. Hmm. Ubay, here's the thing though, Ubay. Look, and I'm gonna be a straight shooter with this one though. So back 7 years ago, 8 years ago, they weaponized the word exclusive, right? They weaponized the word exclusive. They used the word exclusive as a weapon. They were like, yeah, our exclusive is what makes console sales. Media, the fanboys, and all that stuff, right? Was using this as a weapon. And if you go out there and you see that even in the report, like I read earlier, even Jason Schreier said this: Sony's looking and treating GTA 6 as an exclusive right now. Some of those guys out there actually do think that GTA 6 is actually an exclusive thing to PlayStation. They are. It's insane how they think that. I'm not even going to read that. It's insane how they think that, though. It's insane. And the thing is that these third party games are actually the thing that are driving these consoles. Why do we? I always go back to the ABK thing and I tell you guys this, right? When I go back to the ABK thing, Sony got on their knees, begged the CMA, begged the FTC for this deal not to go through, or trying to go out there and say, please, 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 we don't want this game to be exclusive, because if it was exclusive and Xbox said, you know what, we're making it exclusive, screw you, PlayStation would have been done. Done and out. That's the truth. That's the truth. But yeah, the whole word exclusive thing, they were using it as a weapon. But like I said, though, in 2020, my friends, we see PlayStation say, okay, listen, this, let's start putting our games over there on PC. When I saw PlayStation do that, I was like, why are you doing this, though? And then the ABK deal came by, and I finally figured out why they're doing it. Now they're doing it. The thing is, chat, and that's something that the media won't tell you, and a lot of people won't say, is that gamers, a lot of us moved on to PCs. A lot of us have moved on to other boxes. We have not stayed in the same box as we used to. We have moved on. And a lot of people are focusing a lot on PC more than ever. I mean, we have. I'm about to snipe him again. Yeah, let me go into the screen and just snipe him. Because he's pretty mad, though. It's causing fights in here. All right, so 5-minute warning. That's strike two. Strike three. Pachoo! Outside. But look, that's what happened. ABKDO showed us that. It did. Showed us that. That's what it showed us. And when PlayStation started to put their games out there to PC, they would look for the excuse, you know? They were trying to always look for that excuse. And that's why those dumb. Finally, Far Q is back. Now I can focus on other stuff instead of focusing on irritating conversations for nothing. Because seriously, in this show, though, you're not going to like the answers from us. Nope. But bringing it back in, chat. That's what happened. You know, we found out the truth about ABK. We found out how important exclusives are, and now we're seeing it out there. I mean, look, Xbox delivered this game, Avowed. It delivered this game. What's it called? Oh, Grounded. I mean, not Grounded. The other one. What was the other one? The other one? Grounded. Not Grounded. Outer Worlds 2. It didn't do so well. Didn't do so well. Now they're gonna say, "Well, the quality of games suck." Blah blah blah. This is an obscene RPG thing. See what I have to, oh, Pickles. Listen, welcome to our world, Pickles. That's how it is. What we do is we laugh at it. We laugh at it. That's what we do, Pickles. Don't take it personally. We just laugh. That's it. Because we're here to enjoy and have good conversations, though. But look, people are not buying games as they used to. That's the truth. And we see what people are playing on consoles in general. So can you imagine this, chat? Can you imagine this? This is why, I remember I had a conversation the other day with someone. And I said, look, when you have a kid, right, and they come around, they say, oh, yeah, I remember with who I had it. We were talking about this, right? If you do your research and you find out when a kid comes around, it's like, yeah, I want a PS5, I want a PS5. You got to ask them, what are you going to play in your PS5, though? Are you going to play these games? Are you going to play this? Are you going to play that? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And they tell you, well, I want to play Fortnite and Roblox. And when you do your search and you look at, Okay, let me see what consoles have Fortnite and Roblox, and you see that's everywhere. I mean, heck, you're gonna buy the cheapest console out there for the kid. That's how it is. You're not gonna get him PS5 because that's all he's gonna play. He's literally not using 80% of what the console does. He's just using it for one thing, and that is to play Fortnite, though. He's not using it to play other games. He's not using it to have PS Plus. He's not using it for none of that. He's just playing Fortnite, or he's playing Roblox, or he's playing this. That's what these kids are playing nowadays. It's not like us when we purchase the console. We do play all these games. We do take advantage of the service. We do take advantage of all this stuff. That's how it is. That's what the kids are right now nowadays want these consoles for, just to play one one simple game or two games or three games tops. That's all they're doing. Two or three games, that's it. Or Call of Duty if you want to add that. That's how it is. Warn him, FarQ. Warn him because he's pretty mad though. I already give him two strikes. I give him 1 minute. Now I'll give him 5 minutes. The next one, FarQ. Pew, 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 out. And that's how it is. That's what's happening these days with these kids though. And that's what they're playing. And when you see the weekly active users and what the weekly active playlist is, damn, the exclusives are not even there. A lot of them are not even there. Ooh. How many chat? I got a question though. Seriously, I got a serious question though. And this is a serious question because I don't go out there and I watch that's fake though. Hold on a second. 1 second, my chat. Hold on, I just saw something. I don't know if this is real though. Rising Zero Dawn. Yeah. Yeah, that was true though. Yeah, I knew that was fake though. I'm gonna check that out. I was like, oh, I saw something out there. I know it was fake though. But yeah, hey, Chad, I got a serious question about something. How many of these PlayStation podcasters hate on Xbox though? I'm being serious though. How many do they hate though? Hate on Xbox. Like they pour their guts out and talk bad about Xbox all the way. How many are them out there though? Because look, the thing is that as content creators, right? One of the hardest things to do is find news about what you have of your box, though, right? Like for example, Xbox. What is great Xbox news? What is bad Xbox news? What is which basically is more Xbox bad Xbox news? Nicola definitely hates Xbox. You got that dude kisses a console though. He kisses like he gives that kiss to the console though, which I find it funny. I'm like, damn, I can't believe you get kiss a console. And uses that picture, just to troll. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Oh Lord. Since he gets his pro in 4K on X, which is strange. Oh, he believe. Oh, okay. He believes that though. Okay, yeah, that's odd. But yeah, he just does that for trolling. But at the end of the day, though, the question is, how many PlayStation podcasters actually go out there and just talk or bomb their console? Because listen, if I gotta say something to Xbox, and if people get mad at me because I say something to Xbox and they call me a pony botting or whatever, no, I'm actually trying to throw stones at them because I want them to get better. That's the thing. I wonder how many of them do throw stones at PlayStation when they have to, though, because that's something that they don't do. Like for example, the other day we just saw that PlayStation purchased another anime studio, or not PlayStation, Sony in general purchased another anime studio. That's what they're focusing on. They're focusing on more entertainment than anything right now, than their own console. Because shit, when it comes down to first party content, they ain't got jack shit. Just three games coming out this year. You don't know what else is next though. They lie about PlayStation? Why should you lie though? It's like if I sit here and I say, as an example though, this is an example though, Chad is an example. and I say that Xbox reels in $60 billion though, right? Say that they just ilk bulk bad. Really? Wow. It's like I say something like that though, right? Just for the heck of it, right? I mean, shit. There has to be proof out there, right? Like, that's what I say. Like, you cannot defend everything they do. Because one thing I always say though, about Xbox is the good things they do. I mean, we have the smart delivery thing. Is a smart delivery that makes our games, more enhanced. We have for free. We don't have to pay the $10 extra. Game Pass is expensive though. I always say that $30 a month. Shit, that got expensive. Xbox now has a console prices are really high, and for the Series S, though, to go out there and compete against the PlayStation 5 digital, which PlayStation has not increased the prices though, it's a tough one right there though. So, and not only that, they also have media against them all the way because we see that. What did I do? I'm not allowed to be a toxic. Oh, what did they do though? Wow, wow. The thing I don't get though is why do they lie so much? Why do they go out there and invent stuff? Which I just find it hilarious. They lie. They don't be honest about things. For example, they care about PlayStation, but yet PlayStation comes out with Marathon, and a whole bunch of them say, "Oh, it's gonna fail." I'm like, "Whoa!" I mean, huh? Why do you want it to fail though? Because we do not want that game. What we want is our Last of Us. What we want is our God of War. What we want is this. You can't make this up, chat. They've done that. Look at Concord. Holy smokes. Look at Intergalactic. Oh my God. Wow. Insane though. So Marathon release on March. Is it? I don't know. Hey, bro, boy, you in here? Bro, boy will tell you. I think it's in March though, yeah. But like I always say though, like I hope it does well. They go well because at the end of the day, though, it's a development studio, and it would suck to see that they get shut down or get kicked out of the way. Though that would suck. Definitely would suck. It would suck because at the end of the day, though, it's Bungie, and Bungie throughout its history, they made, as people say out there, the best Halos. They made Destiny, which is really good, and now they're bringing this marathon game, which I'm like, okay, but let's see though. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, Bungie, when it touches something, sometimes they do really well. And yeah, let's see. Let's see. Louis, we don't talk about Concord ponies. Yeah, but they talk about Scalebound for years, though. Scalebound! Thank you, Matrix. Coming March 25th, 2026. We don't talk about Concord. Wow. Oh, God. But when it came down to Scalebound, it was years for Scalebound. Oh, they canceled Scalebound. They're in trouble. They're gonna die. Ponies do not want to talk about Lost Souls aside after having it up for 4 years. Oh, they're not gonna talk about anything. It's a failure. They don't. What they always talk about is who fails over there, who doesn't. I find it funny how much they want to fight PC gamers. That's the funniest thing. I don't fight PC gamers. I don't. I don't waste my time on them because if they come out with the techie stuff, they'll kick my ass. Same thing with Nintendo Switch. How can you fight a Nintendo person? It's hard to fight them. It's hard because all they gotta do is slap you with the sales and slap you with what's it called, game numbers and stuff. Because shit, look at Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 70 million copies. Just that one game. I mean, you cannot argue with them. That game sold like 70 million copies. It sold more than. Let me see. I have a picture here. Hold on, chat. Shit. So, and someone took the time to do this though, so I find it funny though when they do stuff like that. Um, wow. Oh, hey Ken, what's up? Thank you for watching me, man. That's cool. Thanks, man. I just saw the picture. So someone took the time to post this, and I'm just laughing really hard over this though. So they brought PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, God of War, put them all together, right? And it's still 66 million. And one game on the Nintendo Switch, which is Mario, it just looks so 70 million. Wow. I mean, you cannot argue with them. That's a slap right there. You cannot argue with them. But the PlayStation fans argue about everything. I mean, look at him. He came in here trying to tell me he wants to be an Xboxer. I'm not the one to change your mind on that. I mean, if you want to play Xbox, go for it. You want to buy one, go for it. I'm not going to stop. It's your money. I'm not even giving you that money either. Also, Redfall didn't cost 400 million. Did they actually said that? Oh, good. Good God. Can't believe they actually said that. No way. I mean, chat, look. You know what I really want, though, chat, in general? And I'm being honest, as honest as I can be. You know what I really want in general? I just want things to sell. I don't care who sold less. I don't care who sold more. I just want those things to sell. I just always want to see that, they're selling their boxes. Everybody's doing well. And I want to see people do what they have to do in their boxes, and that is playing games. That's it. Play your games. Have fun. I miss Jeffrey. How's he doing? I don't know how he's doing, though. I tapped him for 5 minutes and think he left, though. MKW has Mario Kart World has an attach rate of like 75%. That's nuts. Yeah. I mean, look, bro, they are. That's why you cannot argue with them when it comes to that, because they have everyone in the argument. Same thing with PC dudes when they come down to you and they tell you, "Hey, bro, listen, my 3080 can do this much." I mean, you gotta go out when it comes down to power, though. Yeah, because he's been a while posting in the comment section and looking for fights though. Me, I just when I see comments, fuck you. You made him mad though with those thumbnails though, because he's been posting on the comment section a lot. I forgot to show you that. But at the end of the day though, chat, look, we just gotta laugh though when it comes to that stuff. Redfall didn't cost 400 million, but Concord did. Damn. Yeah, Concord cost a ton of money though. Not the development itself, but also with the purchase and everything included. Holy shit. That's a lot of money. Damn. A lot of money thrown away though. Whew. Oof. 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 But yeah, they're always looking for a fight, and they always trying to say we won. And I keep on saying this though, Chad, and it's the truth. What happens if a console leaves the market? What happens if Xbox decides to shut down all its what is it? What happens if Xbox goes out there and shuts down Xbox? Or what happens if PlayStation shuts down this console? What happens if Nintendo goes in and shuts down this console? What would happen though? I'll tell you what would happen. It's gonna get expensive, right? That's one. Two. The ones who are Xbox fans, PlayStation fans, or Nintendo fans, you know what they'll do? They'll move on up. They'll move on and play on another device. We did it with Sega. So what are we scared about? You're not scared about that because we know where we're gonna move next. Me, for example, if let's say this is this theory time, let's say, oh, Xbox is dead, oh, it's dead. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do, chat? I'm gonna go to PC because I know that won't die. Never, it won't die. Don't Louis. When Madness drops, who will the ponies war with? Who were they war with? Everyone. They never stop warring though. I have never seen one stop. I'm being serious. The ponies don't stop warring. They war with everything. Like for example, they say this. Okay, here's one. Let me give you one right now. Well, Xbox is not getting PlayStation games. Never ever. I'm like, okay, cool. But next Xbox comes out and it's got Steam, it's got all this stuff, and yeah, and they even said that that PlayStation was going to block games to come up on an Xbox device. Yet the ROG Ally X, Xbox ROG Ally X, does play PlayStation games on there. Did you guys see it being blocked? No. Will it happen on the next gen console? No. But chat, look, if PlayStation doesn't sit there and negotiate, to put the games on Xbox Store, that's their problem. They're not going to make money because, like I said, though, next generation, of course, power will be there. We know that for a fact, right? But it's all about accessibility for what I'm saying. Like, can I have access over here to this store? Can I have access to that store? Can I have access to this store? Buy the game here, pick this one up. Let me go play it on my machine, on my box right here. Like PC's been all the way. PC's got too many stores in there. Woo! And some people like to buy here, some people like to buy there. And that's how it is. So the thing is, people were like, how is Xbox going to make money? I mean, bro, that's something Xbox should worry about. And probably, when it comes to the next machine, having Steam, having Epic, having all those stores in there, they'll probably tell them, hey, guys, we have it on our device. Can we get a percent? I mean, if we're going to have it on there, we got to get at least get a percent, though. And then probably sit down, negotiate, and get a percentage out of the sales from there. I mean, shit, they're buying it on that box. You can't. That can happen, though. Just saying. I mean, come on, man. Seriously. They're always looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. They're always warring. No matter what, they will war. And if the next PS5 or PS6 comes out, and let's say a game goes out there and it plays 120 FPS or 200 FPS, they will use that as a war thing. If it does this, they will use that as a war. That war that they war for everything. I mean, I remember one time. Nintendo brought up a collection. I think it was they brought two collections, right? And the second one was Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, and I forgot the third game that they put on there. But they put three games on there, right? And I remember they went out there to fight because the quality of those three games was not the quality of the remaster of their version, though. Now the question is, how much did Nintendo sold of that, though? Let's find out. Let's see now. I think it's Mario All Stars 2, is it? Let me see though. Okay, Mario 3D All Stars. Okay, Mario 3D All Stars. Total sales. Let me see this right out. Shit. Yeah, 3D All Stars. I think you guys want to know how much it sold? It sold 9 million copies. 9 million copies. It sold. 9 million. So it did pretty well. They try to argue with graphics with Nintendo fans. Nintendo fans don't care about that shit. They don't. Again and again, they don't. I mean, bro, they played with cartons. Come on, man. You can argue with a person who plays with cartons. Come on. You can't. It's got to be some fun stuff. But again, they always go out there and war. No matter what, they will always war. You know what we'll do, Chad? Just sit here and laugh at them and just pick on them. Seriously, you just laugh at it. They come in, they try to fight you, or they try to say they're winning. They're the best console. They're the best of everything. They got everything good. Game of the year, blah, blah, blah. You know what we should worry about? Is what next game to play. Yep. Mortal Kombat 1, yeah. Let's be honest, people who argue about graphics have a low IQ, says eBay. Damn. Well, Yubei, the thing is, Yubei, it's arguments the media has brought into people's heads. That's what it is. It's arguments, right? It's arguments that they brought into people's heads. And it's arguments that you have that in your head. And I always say this, if you want graphics, if you want the best FPS out there, do not look at these boxes. Go for a PC. Now, if you want to play video games and have fun, look at your boxes. and save a couple bucks, look at your boxes. Enjoy your boxes. Enjoy your games. That's what we got to do. Just enjoy. Have a blast. That's it. If you want to subscribe to Game Pass, subscribe to Game Pass. If you don't, cool. Do what you want. It's your money, my friends. Well, don't not let peer pressure come to your heads. Never let that happen. Because that's what they want to do. They want to bring in that peer pressure, drive you nuts. I mean, bro, I'm telling you. Right now, there's a thing out there with the 138 million estimated, right? From what's it called? From Take Two. And seriously, they're out there doing the math. They're going nuts. They're going nuts. And the sad part about it is they're terrible in math. How do we know this? Take James' tweet, for example. James posted out there, well, it's this much now. Because PlayStation just announced they shipped 92 million consoles. Okay, they shipped 92 million consoles. Okay, so now, according to Grok, though, let me go see now. Let's do the math. Right? Simple math, though. Let's take 138 minus 92. It's 46 million. You know what he said on the tweet? Well, now Xbox is 28 million. Ah, you cannot make this up. Seriously, oh god. Yes, sir. That's what we gotta be happy about. What is the next game we gotta worry about? There you go. New Jack Gaming says Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is now coming on for pre-order. Let's go. Just like Demo Flow said it earlier before. Yes. Has Joey seen his new shirt? Yeah, he did see it. He did see it. I was just laughing at the face expression he put, though. I say, hey, Joey, nice shirt. The sad part is Joey does not have internet. It would have been funny to have Joey, on here just be furious about the shirt, though. New Jack, do me a favor. Is it Play Anywhere? Ponies who have played the Switch 2 version of the game have said that it looks close to par with the PS5 XSX. It's like a 60 graphics, dude. Have nothing to complain about. Like I said, if you want graphics, go to PC. You get graphics. You get the best FPS. You get the best graphics and everything. Now, if you want to look to play a game, go to your console. Go to your console. Go to your console. Just play games. If you're not worried about graphics, you're going to go to your console. As it always been, as always should be. Really? Oh, wow. Wow. Let me go check this out. Is it Play Anywhere, though? Let's check that out, chat. Let's check that out. Is it Play Anywhere? Because if it's not Play Anywhere, you know what's going to happen, though. We're going to have another article about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth not being Play Anywhere. Is it playing anywhere? Hold on. Based on February 2020 reports, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is expected to be play anywhere, allowing a single digital purchase to play both on Xbox and Square. Okay. Let's see now. Let's see now. Let's see now. Damn, it's cheaper? Oh, shit. That's what I say, though, when it comes down to graphics. And that's what you can't argue with these guys. Sometimes there's arguments that we know we cannot win, though. Even though, the Xbox has, what is this thing called? Dolby Vision, stuff like that. All the extra fun stuff, though. You still cannot argue that PC, when it comes down to graphics and FPS, is still the best place to look for that. Now, if you want to play for fun, get your consoles. That's what I say. If you want to save a couple bucks and play games, get your consoles. Nintendo has the guts to charge 500 for mobile. Wow, really? PC has the biggest library and more exclusivity than any platform combined. For some reason, for console experience, the social side of it. Yep, that is true, 4K. There's no argument there. PC has the biggest library and more exclusive than anything. Yep, that is true. That is true. And for what we've seen in the weekly charts, though, like I say, we've seen in the weekly charts, it tells you what those guys play, and they have so much to play. It's insane. I mean, I go on like, for Q, those scary games I like to play sometimes on here live on stream, right? They're just on PC. I always say, why don't you bring this to console? I mean, this is pretty cool to bring to console. And sometimes they deliver, sometimes they don't. It's insane though. Yeah, the most show, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, I'm gonna make them furious. I'm gonna make them furious. I got some news. I'm gonna make them furious. Oh, my mom's writing to me. Hold on 1 second, check. See what I'm saying right here. My mom wrote to me. I'm gonna make them furious. They're not gonna like this tweet. I'm gonna make them furious. Oh. You ready, chat, for this? Oh. Chat? You ready for this? Fuck, you know what I'm talking about. Woo! We're gonna make them furious. Hoo 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 ha ha. We're gonna make them furious. Kind of funny though, how they don't put that in the title though. Let's go look at this IGN article just for the hell of it. IGN? Why don't you put this on the title though? But kind of funny you put it on the short side of the letters though. But hey, let's make them furious. Ba da ba da ba ba. Woo! Okay, check this out, chat. Sony announces, because this is what they do though. Let's get hyped, chat. Let's get hyped. Come on, let's get hyped. Let's do the hype. Oh, let's get hyped. Oh, let's hype this up. Let's read that title with almighty strength. Sony announces Horizon Hunters Gathering. Yes, another Horizon game. Gorilla's new co-op action games for PS5 and PC with a completely what? Oh, they put it on the title though. My bad. Game for PS5 and PC with a completely different art style. No! Why is it coming to PC day one? We've always said that PlayStation is never going to deliver games on PC day one. Why is it? Why is it doing this? Why? 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 I'm pissed now. Chat, didn't we warn them? Didn't we warn them, chat? Didn't we warn them? Didn't we warn them? You know what they're gonna say though? Here comes the excuse. What am I gonna say? I need an excuse though. I need to find an excuse. Oh, it's a service game. That's why it's going to PC. Seriously? Seriously. It's a service game. That's gonna be your excuse though. Really. It's a game from a PlayStation studio though. I like Helldivers, which was a third party game. But hey, they went on PC. And kind of weird that most of these games that have been releasing, especially third party agreements, I'm seeing they're lasting like a year, 6 months, and then they're putting it everywhere. Huh. Silent Hill, a year later. Neo 3 came out day one, PS5, PC. Huh. Interesting though. Now you're gonna come around and say, well, they're gonna use the excuse, it's a service game, they gotta get the cash in and all this stuff. Yeah. Watch Ghost of Yotei announce soon that they're going to PC. Watch it. Seriously, watch it. Watch Wolverine go on PC. Watch. Watch. Oh Lord, I just laugh and enjoy this stuff. I do. 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 Now the Horizon PC they won. Oh shit, they're gonna be mad though. Sony finals release Horizon Live Service, of course. That's when they do service game, multiplayer game. Horizon Gatherings due to PlayStation 5 and PC. No. But hey, it's a PlayStation game going day one, though. You can't wait for the Copo. You got to get ready for that. You got to check MBG's tweet. Why am I going to check that man's tweets? Another game for Xbox Magnus. Says Jesse James because. Lord. I mean, chat, we gotta laugh at this. We warned them. We warned them. And yet they have an argument by saying, well, when it comes to story mode, first party is not going to PC day one. You're going to be going 6 months later. It's exclusive to PlayStation. Bro, the word exclusive on PlayStation quit existing for quite some time. It did. It did. They're just using that to drag you into the console. That's it. But it does not have the word exclusive. It does not. It just doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because if you're porting it to another platform, you don't have exclusivity anymore. That's gone. It's gone away. And even though it sits there, right, for quite some time, it's called timed exclusives. Exactly. Timed exclusive. Timed. It's a time exclusive game. Timed exclusive. But it's kind of hard to put that in their heads, though. So yeah, we wouldn't waste our time putting that in their heads because they always look for the buts, the if, the buts, everything. That's what they do, though. Exactly, timed exclusive. That's the word. Time exclusive. Exactly. Keyword timed exclusive. Exactly. Exactly. All right, Farq, you have a good one. Thank you for moderating earlier, man. Because for me, it's been tough. Like I'm in 4 or 5 windows at the same time, and it's hard for me like to jump into the chat to go back to this. I'm looking at 5 or 6 windows. That's the thing, though, and to snipe people, it's hard for me. But yeah, that's the key word. Time exclusives, though, and they don't say exclusive. I mean, they went out there and even said that Neo is console exclusive. Yeah, the other day, but the guys out there said it was gonna be 6 months. 6 months, and then you guys want to go out there and try to say, you guys got on there, and you flexed. We are console exclusive, and yet did not put the time exclusive side of things. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You can't make this shit up. Just can't. That's what they do, guys. Lie to y'all's faces. No. Listen. Pickles, remember one thing. We're not confirming that until, listen, everything we said earlier about you watch goes to go to PC. When I said watch, I'm saying watch it. It will be probably announced pretty soon and probably not. Because it all depends, my friend. It all depends. It all depends on what they want to do. That's it. Because Sony, in order to keep their fan base happy, In order to keep their fan base happy, they do this. Yet they are taking a massive loss there. Because if they release day one on PC and PlayStation, what they don't want people to see is this. Remember what happened with Helldivers? Chat, tell me what happened with Helldivers when it was released on PlayStation 5 and PC. What happened? Who bought that game though? Oh, I know Spider-Man 1 is there. Spider-Man 2 is though. I know it is Pickles. We're just saying it because we know we seen the tracking on it. We're saying that though. But I'm gonna tell you something. What happened when Helldivers 2 released? Who bought that game though? Was it PlayStation fans or was it the people on Steam though? Who bought it? Chat. Ask yourself that question. Who bought it? Who bought it, my friends? Who bought it? Who bought it? Sony's going to see all the money Xbox will make putting their games on Nintendo Switch, and they're going to do U-turn. People on Steam, there you go, Pickles. They're the ones who bought it. So imagine you that this argument, they decide to release their single player games they want on PC. For example, they release God of War on PlayStation 5 and PC. And what happens if the PC guys go ahead and buy the game within the first 2 weeks more than the PlayStation fans do? They'll be like, why are these guys buying this game over there? And then they'll sit down, finally figure out why they went on the PC to buy, not the console, though. That's why PlayStation doesn't want to do it day in, day one. They don't want to do that because they know that if they do it, and the PC players buy it day one, now they're going to be looking at PC and be like, why are they buying it day one on PC? Let's see. And graphic comparisons and everything is going to kick the console's butt, and that will really affect the console. That's why, they extend it almost like a year later, or they extend it when they reach a number to, and start promoting the trailer because it's already too late because people have moved on from that game. And so the PC guys get it that day. They go ahead and the guys who love it, they'll purchase it. But you don't see that much fighting over there in comparison as they do in day one games. For example, Battlefield. Battlefield game releases day one. It's everywhere. All these channels that do the graphic comparisons and everything, they show you where it plays better. So that's why they don't do that because they know that these PC guys are going to kick PlayStation's butt. Louis, 90% of those PS5 players only play Fortnite, COD, Minecraft, sports. Yep, I say that every cage. I don't know how long you've been in this chat for following me, but I said that so many times. Ask the chat that both of these consoles, Xbox and PlayStation, that's what they play. They play Fortnite, GTA, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Roblox, and sports games. Sports games, that's for the rest. That's what they play, my friend, on both of these consoles. And yet they're out there rooting for exclusives, trying to defend their titles, their almighty titles. Remember, chat, like I said, they weaponized the word exclusive. And since they lost the argument on the word exclusive, since they lost it, now they're rooting for third-party games like they're rooting for Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean 6. That's what they're doing because they don't have any arguments anymore. They're done. Ponies have lost every single argument since they have had the last 13 years in console warring. Every argument they have lost. Of course, Xbox has lost some arguments too. We have lost some of them, right? We have lost some of them. We went into it. We have lost some of the arguments. But for them to admit they lost arguments, not even the Pope, no. Seriously, cannot fix that though. Imagine the hate when Magus comes. We know what we're gonna do, man. I don't imagine it, Pickles. You know what I'm gonna do that day? I'm just gonna grab popcorn and eat popcorn. That's it. Gonna be just eating popcorn. That's all I'm gonna do. Just eat popcorn while I watch them crumble, trying to look for the butt, which they will find the butt. Because as long as they got people out there in media holding their backs, they'll get the butt. Dude, what was the game? What was the game they released before? Hold on a second. Let me see something. Crimson Desert Depths. Hold on. Let me see. Let me look for something right now. Pearl Abyss, right? I know they released the game. Pearl Abyss games. Hold on, I'm checking. What was that game they released? They released a game though. I know Rachel knows which one I'm talking about. Rachel knows all that stuff though. Which is the game that they released? They released a game that was pretty popular though. Forgot the name of that game. Is it Black Desert? Yeah, I think it was Black Desert though. Was it Black Desert? Yeah, I think it was Black Desert. Black Desert total players. All right, here we go. Black Desert total players. So the thing is, chat, that if you have a game that's popular, let me see. Look at this. The Black Desert franchise has surpassed 50 million registered to. Well, that's the thing though. Black Desert franchise, right? The Black Desert franchise has surpassed 50 million registered players worldwide across all platforms. The thing is, because they think, why would they sign a deal with having across 50 million players all over the place? You cannot sign a deal. Same thing with Call of Duty. How can you go ahead and you block Call of Duty just to be on the Xbox when you got on the one side pushing money in there? You can't do that because they know that if they did that, even though it would help boost console sales, right? It will help. It will help Xbox be on top. It will help Xbox be the leader. Yada yada, and all that shit. But at the end of the day, though, even though it does that, right? By the time they get to that, they will lose cash. So what they rather do? Have it everywhere. Square showed that if you attach to Sony, then you go down with a sinking ship. Yeah, I'll tell you what Square showed me though. Square showed me that people are not buying that much games. That's what Square showed me because the first Final Fantasy remake that released there, they sold pretty well on PlayStation though. They did. I cannot lie about that. It sold pretty well, and the rest just didn't do as well because people are just not buying video games. They're not. The people who used to be fans of that Final Fantasy game probably moved to PC or probably moved to somewhere else, and that's why they're now putting their games everywhere. That's what happened. And they got to try to get that player to come back to the game. And by having it in one box does not make it work, though. It doesn't, unless if it's Nintendo, though, because Nintendo, yeah. But Nintendo though. What was that game they released from Square? It's a pretty big game though. What was that game from Nintendo though? Final 16 was out sold 3-1 Japan by Pikmin 4. Yeah. What was that game though? There was a game they had. I think it's Final Fantasy something. Final Fantasy. No, it's not Final Fantasy. It's another one. Help me out, chat. It's releasing part two right now, or part three, I think it is. What was that game called? It's a pixel game. Uh, Hold on. I'll just search for it. Square Enix games. Let me go search for this. Let me see which one it is. Okay, let me see right here. Oh, I can't see it. Man. Mm. What was that game called? And that game released on and it got released on Game Pass. What was that game? It's a Final Fantasy game. Oh, not a. Oh no, my bad. Octopath Traveler. Yeah, remember Octopath Traveler was exclusive too, and then it was released elsewhere. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Octopath Traveler. Thank you for that. That game usually goes on to other systems though. At the end of the day, though, it does. I am in love with Dragon Quest. That's good news. Have fun with that game, sir. What people don't get is that it will have its own games like a console, but it also play PC coded games win for players. Yeah, that's what we want. Like I said, accessibility is really important nowadays. Like, because look, chat, Microsoft knows, and that's why their focus is so much to make their Windows Store better. That people have moved to PC. A lot of people have. They have. I mean, we've done the research. I've done the research so many times that right now PC is getting close to 2 billion players. 2 billion. They're getting close to that though. So that tells you that some people probably move from console to PC and stuff like that though. Today I go to my girlfriend's house, Lemon, today at 7. B money, what you gotta tell us you go to your girlfriend's? Just go to your girlfriend's house. You have to tell us that. The threshold was $60. The average gamer not paying 70 plus bucks for most games. That is true though. A lot of people are not. They're just not. They're just not. Just not. What really is bringing in the money is these live service games to these boxes though. That's the truth. That's what's bringing in the money. Why do you think PlayStation and chat? Let me leave you with this train of thought while I go tinkle. But why do you think PlayStation got desperate and decided to do live service game? Think about that, chat. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Think about that one. I'll tell you the answer right now. Oh, I pick this up. Put this right here, and go take the tinkle. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. All right, Jen, I'm back, my friends. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. I went to the bathroom real quick. Sorry about that. So there you go for money and microtransactions. There you go. So let's take a look at this real quick. You guys ready for this? Here we go. Ready for this, chat? Fortnite generates billions in revenue for Epic Games, consistently pulling in between 3.4 billion and 5.8 billion per year since 2018. That's why they went desperate, my friends. That's why. That's why they went desperate for live service, my friends. That's what they did. They wanted to release 12 live service games, which at first I said that's too many. That's too much. Too much live service games. There's a lot of competition out here for you to deliver all this stuff. If you have one that clicks, cool. But damn, 12 though? We're gonna see projects fail right there, and that's what happened. A lot of projects failed. But that's how much money Fortnite generates. That's why they decided to go for that. Which, like I always say, they were a little bit late on that one, though. They were a little bit late. But that's how much Fortnite generates right there. Can't make this shit up, my friends. You can't. And this is a game without a box. This is a game without exclusives. This is a game you can play it even in. You could probably play it in a freaking calculator. This game, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And that's why these companies are after that everywhere money. They are. That's why PlayStation decided to go to live service, my friends. Unlike Xbox, who's been pumping live service for quite some time, though, for example, like Grounded. Yeah, per year. It says it right there, no joke. Look, it's right here. That's in between lines. Look, I'll reread it again. Look, right there. Hold on. Let me just switch this. Let me switch the screen again. It says right here. Look, it says here. Fortnite generates billions in annual revenue for Epic Games, consistently pulling in between 3.4 billion and 5.8 billion per year since 2018. Per year, my friend. Driven by in-game cosmetic sales, add-on shop and collaboration, the game grossed over 9 billion in its first 2 years alone. Recent estimates suggest continued high earnings, often exceeding 4 billion to 5 billion annually. So much for quality. There you go, sir. How much profit though? Well, let's go look. How much profit does Fortnite make? Let's go see how much profit does Fortnite make. I just talks about the revenue though. No profit, no profit, no profit. And now, another phone call. It's my father. He's always calling. What up, Pops? I'll call you in a minute. The report says 20 million. This doesn't say though. So earnings, some suggest the game has generated over. Okay, here you go. This is from reports though. Remember, this is from reports. This is not confirming 100%, but they say this though. Right here, baby. Total earnings, some reports suggest the game has generated over 20 billion in total revenue since its launch. Oh, it's revenue still. It's not profit. Ugh! That's gonna be hard to find, my friend. Hard to find. But Fortnite kicks ass. As one said, talk about quality. So much quality. Epic confirms that it wants to bring its game store to the next gen Xbox. Of course they want to. They want to make that store grow. And that's how you can get people to grow. Because the thing is, if you got someone who likes the game on a box, you got to give them that store so they can buy in your store. That's what you got to do. Deliver. Like I told you guys, Chad, and I'm trying to be as honest as I can be. The next generation is all about accessibility more than anything, though. That's going to be access to everything. So everything there is out there, access it and build your stores the way you got to build them. That's it. And have fun. How much profit does Epic make? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, they make a ton of money. I mean, they got the. Let's see if we can find it though. It's just revenue though. They don't say it. They don't say the profit though. They don't say it though. So wait, how come people don't get mad at Epic because they don't show their profits while Xbox doesn't show theirs and people get mad at that? Chad, let me see. I could be wrong. I could be missing something. But here, I'll show you the screen right now. Look. It says here, my friends, Epic Games generates billions in annual revenue per German Fortnite, which brought in over 5 billion in 2020, remained a key driver in 2024. While specific annual profit net. Oh, here we go. While specific annual net profit figures are not always publicly disclosed, the company estimated gross revenue of approximately 5.6 billion in 2023. Oh, so yet they go out there and they talk Xbox doesn't show their profits, but yet Epic does not share theirs though. Interesting though. On public though. Interesting. Ah. Topic of house plays like a goddamn masterpiece. Says Sapo. Oh my god, revenue is 6 billion. Yeah. Grabs in a lot of money though. Microsoft has a lot of live service games like Minecraft, that's one. Elder Scrolls Online, that's two. Fallout 76, that's three. Overwatch, that's four. WoW, that's five. Diablo and Warzone, 6, 7, etc. Sony can't compete with them. That's why Sony went out there to do live service game this generation, which, like I said, Jim Ryan, you were right on the dot where you had to go to. But to deliver, it was too much. That's where Jim Ryan shot himself in the foot. 12 games, though? Hell no. Too many games, my friends. Too many games. But that's what it is, chat. That's what it is. But chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go, chat. I've been here for over 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm gonna go check my DMs in what? Discord or where should I check them? Discord or Twitter, my friend? Let's go see Twitter. I don't know why I have the Super Mario 3 song in my head. We go check and see Discord real quick. I think it's in Discord he's talking about. Oh, here it is, Discord. Yeah. All right, Discord direct message. Pickles says here. CP Epic Games Store could launch on the next episode talks. So okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, I pick up the site and post it on here before we start heading out, though. Oh, this was 9 minutes ago. Oh shit, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow, my friends. All right, thank you for that news, though. Everyone's stores in the next gen Xbox, and Microsoft might actually let it happen. There you go. So we'll talk about that tomorrow morning, my friends. We're gonna have that news for tomorrow morning. That'll be tomorrow's morning news, my friends, because that is big news. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Pickles, for that. FarQ, your face is numb, huh? Welcome to the show. When it comes to that, though, because man, oh, that's Mario 2? Is it Mario 2? Let me see. Yeah, it's Mario 2. You're right. That's the first song when you get into the level. Yeah, FarQ. You got a thumbnail to work on. Yes. Cage, Fortnite, Battle Royale, last man or team standing. Nice, nice. Chat, like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. Me, chat, I gotta go take the motorcycle to maintenance because guess what? My back brake is hmm, is wasted, so I gotta get a new back brake. Yep. We found that out while we were washing the motorcycle. No! But yeah, I gotta take it. I just gotta take it there. Send me the article. I will, my friend. I'll send it to you. Yes, sir, I will. I will, no problems. I will. Woo-wee, woohoo. Let me set Pickles friend invite. Just set to the Pickles. I have accepted your friend invite, my friend. All right. What you all been playing, my friends? Little Rock Loud just got one achievement to go, and all is the most time consuming. No, no, I hate that. Guys, start part Yakuza or RE Village today. I gotta check what games are coming out because I know High on Life is coming out soon. I should get started. No, I should get done with High on Life. I played it, but just didn't get through it. I'm just gonna play it. I don't play that game. That's gonna be my first single player game of the year. When it came out, I played it. It was fun, but I moved on to another game. I don't know what happened to me and did not finish it. So I will go back to that and finish that game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo. Let's go. Farkid is a bloody genius. Yep. He does the thumbnails, my friends. He does. He does. He does. He does my thumbnails and he does an amazing job. I mean, look, we got Joey on the Kirby shirt. It's sad that Joey couldn't join us, man. It sucks because Joey, his internet had a problem though. Yep, he does have a problem. But let's see. He could hop in tomorrow. Let's see though. But yeah, we're talking tomorrow about that Epic Games wants to be in the new Xbox Magnus. Or whatever it's called though. Yeah. Finally got to play Sekiro. Oh. Seriously? Again? Why you gotta go out there and depress me like this all the time? Now you got man, damn indica. Hell no. You want to play that's on you, but I sure as hell ain't playing that shit ever again. No, that ain't gonna happen. No, no. Nobody's going to convince me. You can even send me a ton of cash, and I'm not. No. Hell no. Trying to no. Dang it. Bring up the damn indica game, man. And I was actually a bit happy today. I was like, wow, nobody's mentioned that damn game. I'm happy it's gone. It's whoosh, it's gone. It disappeared. I don't have to listen to that game again. And yet they had to bring it up in the chat. Bring it up. Damn indica. You guys had to bring that up. Seriously. Bring that up. Damn. Even Joey called me a hater because of that game. I said, yeah, you go ahead and play it. Finish that game in 3 hours and 55 minutes. Hell no, I'm not going to do that shit again. Most painful 3 hours and 55 minutes of my life. No joke. No joke. I mean, seriously, I sit here and I'm like, man, that is, if you tell me what, listen, there's a lot of things in my life I regret, and the most thing that I truly regret was playing that damn game. Oh my God. I mean, look, check what I had from Nintendo is better. Let me see let me see what other game that's actually one of the worst games out there. Huh. That ever existed. Even the damn, what's the movie from he says rings. Oh man, that goblin dude. Even that game. That got bad review scores is better than damn Indica. I can't believe they gotta bring that up. I don't know, his Indica's getting free promotion now because people are like, let me see why Louis hates it. Oh Lord. Watch the Indica devs come by and be like, why do you hate it so much? Why? Why do you hate it? Why? Here, we're gonna give you free promotion. Thank you for promoting us though. Is Indica that bad? Oh good God. Why do you gotta ask me those questions? Bro, I told you, I played that game once live. I live streamed that sucker. And that was the only time I played that game because I told myself, I gotta finish this game. You know what I did? I went on the internet that day and Googled how long was it to beat. And when I saw it was 4 hours long, I said, okay, I can get through this. I'm gonna finish this game because heck, Sourblowell gave it to me as a gift. I appreciate that. But man, it was the most I don't know. I think Sourblowell hates me. Because like I said, look, I saw the trailer and I was like, this was pretty cool. This looks interesting. But once you play the game, I'm not kidding you. There's, bro, look. Look. When you're playing the game, you go out and pick up like a gold coin. And literally, and the game tells you you don't have to worry about picking up these gold coins because they don't do shit. I'm like, then why do you have it in the damn game though? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Golem is just a beat pickup of the everyday life of a pony. God damn. Idea: send Louis bad games as a gift so we can watch him play them. Chat, what I do to you? If you're gonna send me something, send me something good. Send me I don't know, whatever, anything. I'm happy with good things. Don't send me bad games. What did I do to you though? Or you guys like to see me rant about it and just get mad because every time I see that name Indica, it's like they said your mama to me or something like that, or your papa or whatever. It's like that's what I feel like every time I see that just name pump on the damn screen. Oh God. Oh God. Oh Lord. 24 hours of Indica. No, 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 no. Listen, I'll tell you this much, and I'll be honest with you. Have you guys seen Clockwork Orange? No joke. Have you guys seen Clockwork Orange? I'd rather be strapped into that, have a thing holding my eyes up and just watching things than playing Indica. I'd rather take that torture than playing Indica again. I'm not kidding you. I hate Indica. Good God. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Oof. Every time I see that name, it's like I go Goku Super Saiyan 7. Just want to blow that thing away. But, chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. That's seriously, chat. I mean, look, I know we did two shows today because chat wanted me to watch the Nintendo Direct, which I was like, okay. Usually Nintendo Direct, partner Direct is not as great as a Nintendo Direct. It was okay. Yeah, for Nintendo Switch fans, enjoy those third-party games that are landing over there. Have fun. Really have a blast. No joke. Get Elder Scrolls, which it will be great for that machine, and Fallout 2. It's another great game for you guys to play on that machine. I mean, seriously, it's just good stuff because, I mean, so you take it everywhere and you have a blast with those games. No joke. But yeah, even though I had to do two shows, at least we came back and talked about GTA 6 and several other stuff that's cooking out there that, that I saw. But again, chat, thank you. Thank you so much. Really. We just had a blast. Seriously, good stuff. Good stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful and do mean a beautiful and awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET with Sado the Big Plume and Silent Cypher. Yes, and on Fridays, if they invite me, they don't. XPI in Espanol with Elvis Elecida and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Lou Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on talking about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, my friends, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Luke Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.